The following presentation is by Sam Smith Productions in association with Black and Gold Productions.
Well. Here we are again. I haven't done a baseball game in a long time. Welcome. We got a good one. Finishing up a 3-game series between the Boston Red Sox and the Philadelphia Phillies at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. How we doing? Oh man. I wanted to play Ozzy because, you know, had to, right? It's really, it's kind of surprising how that happened. You gotta let's go Phil. Hell no. Cheering for the Sox through and through. Got my mother's celebration of life part. Oh, very good. What's going on? How we doing, everybody? Little note. This is not going to be my last Red Sox game of the week, I think, as long as everything goes to plan. Now, don't hold me to it, but Sunday, I'm going to call the Red Sox playing the Dodgers at Fenway, and Ohtani's pitching on Sunday. That could be interesting, so stay tuned for that. Can't guarantee that, but stay tuned anyway. Could be very interesting. Let's take a look at the Red Sox starting lineup here tonight, as the Red Sox going with a lineup against a left-hander because, well, they're facing a left-hander. Ref Snyder in left, leading off. Duran in center field batting second. Romy Gonzalez the first baseman batting third. Trevor Story batting cleanup at shortstop. Masataka Yoshida, the DH. Cedon Rafaela, who is at second base. Wilyer Abreu in right. Carlos Narvaez, who's been called for catcher's interference both games this series. He'll be batting eighth at the catcher. And Marcelo Meyer rounding out the lineup at 9 for the Red Sox. Bruins revealed their schedule. Yes, they did. They absolutely did. Oh, baby. I am excited for October 8th. I'm also excited for September, too. Because, well, you know. Excited to get the preseason going as well. Very excited about that. Also, very excited about some things that happened to me recently. If you guys haven't noticed something, um, well, I want to point out that well, this happened. Um, I can't believe this happened. We had 2,000. Just kind of crazy. Not even gonna lie. Wasn't expecting that, but it was the video that I posted a couple weeks ago that you guys loved. It was the Bruins lineup predictions, and you guys loved it, so clearly. Clearly you guys liked it because it did really well, so very excited about that. Also, so yeah, we'll be chatting about that throughout the day, throughout the evening. We'll be chatting some Bruins as well, because I'm sure you guys are going to want to chat with me about the Bruins and what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing, what I'm thinking. Thinking, as Macho Man would say. So, as this game's on ESPN, so we're waiting for the national broadcast to start. So, yeah, I've done a lot since the last time I streamed. I've traveled. I've amped up my workload. I went to DC. I went to, for over 4th of July, I went to go visit some family down in the DC area, and then I went to the Red Sox game on the 5th of July, and that was a lot of fun. Was glad to get down there. Let's take a look at the Phillies defensive setup here tonight. So Jesus Luzardo is pitching for the Phillies. JT Realmuto is behind the plate, catching the balls and strikes. Bryce Harper at first base. Bryson Stott, whose wife apparently had a kid today. How is he playing? I have no idea. At second base. Trey Turner at short. Edmundo Sosa at third. Max Kepler in left field. Brandon Marsh in center field. Nick Castellanos in right field for the Phillies. That is their defensive setup, as we are just moments away from first pitch at Citizens Bank Park here in Philly. I'm excited for this game. Hopefully the Red Sox actually come out, and they actually start playing baseball, because the last 2 nights, man, good Lord, they have not had a good run out of the All-Star break. So, oh, they're talking about the Dodgers. Yeah, talk about the Dodgers some more. Red Sox are playing them this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That actually should be pretty interesting to see how they do against the Dodgers, because they've struggled against the Cubs and the Phillies, so now they're going to play the Dodgers, so they needed to win this series, man. They had the game Friday. Or Monday, sorry. They had it. Just they threw it away. I don't know what happened. They threw it away. Let me send the link out. We don't have any people here. We have what? 3? Yikes. My numbers are abnormally low. All right. Looks like we're finally going to get ready to get started here. How about Rafael Devers playing first base for the Giants now? Anyway. Forgive me. Red Sox going to be batting first. Ref Snyder will come up to the plate to start things off for the Red Sox in the first inning. Not even a Sox fan, but I'm here. Well, thank you. Yeah, this game's on ESPN. Yes, it is. That's how I'm watching it. Red Sox are in the last wild card spot in the American League. The Rays are a half game back, and the Mariners are a half game ahead of them. The Red Sox, I'd be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, since the deadline's next week. I wouldn't be surprised if they go after a pitcher and a first baseman. That's my ideal where I'm at. Yeah, I love Josh Naylor. I love Josh Naylor. They're wondering if the Red Sox are going to trade Duran. Interesting. How's DC? Fun, man. A lot of fun. It was a ton of fun. Can I wait for hockey season? Neither can I, man. Whether the team's good this year or not, man, I'm still excited. You know, I'm still ready for it. Make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button. But give us a score prediction. 4-3 Red Sox. I don't know. Jesus Lazario is on the mound for the Phillies here tonight. He's 8-5 on the season, a 4.29 ERA, 129 strikeouts, a 1.43 WHIP. Gonna feel weird without Marner. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm sure that's weird. All right, Ref Snyder gonna step in. And here we go. First pitch of the ball game to Rob Refsnyder is in there for a strike. Refsnyder, the left-handed killer who's against left-handed pitching. He does really well. 6 home runs, 17 RBIs, a 272 batting average on the season. 0-1 to Luzardo. From Luzardo is upstairs and in for a ball. 1-1. 3:30 a.m. Bryson Stott and his wife had a kid. And yet he's playing tonight. Unbelievable. 1-1 is upstairs, 2-1. Red Sox 6 games back of the division lead in the American League East. Phillies are tied for first in the NL East with the Mets at 58 and 43. 2-1 on the way. Is hit into right on a line and a nice catch out there by Castellanos for out number 1 of the first inning. That'll bring up Jarren Duran, who is heavily shown in trade rumors at the moment. We'll see if he's on the move by next week. They might need to move him to go get some pitching. So we'll see what happens. Plus, there's a logjam in the outfield. 5 outfielders, 4 spots. So DH there as well. So here's Duran. First pitch on the way is a swing and a miss, strike 1. Yeah, Marner leaving the Leafs is going to be weird to adjust to, even as a fan of the Bruins who hates the Leafs, says that's 0-2. But, you know, you need to pay your guy. You need to pay a fully competent roster and not just have 4 guys that's carrying the load of the money. So, Tavares took a serious pay cut to come to the to stay with the Leafs as Duran strikes out, 2 down. As that'll bring up Romy Gonzalez with 2 down here in the first. What's up, Karen? How you doing? Romy Gonzalez, you're at trivia. Hopefully you're having fun. Gonzalez takes the first pitch upstairs for a ball 1-0. Gonzalez batting .299, 5 home runs, 28 RBIs. Gonzalez's bat has been better recently. 1-0 on the way at the strike. 1-1 from Luzardo. He's 0 for his last 18th at plate, though. Here's the 1-1. That's outside, 2-1. More people need to get in here. Share the link with your friends. Everybody, share the link. 2-1 to Romy on the way. Strike 2. On as they swing and miss at that one. 2-2. Chopper to short. Play by the third baseman Sosa. And that will do it for the first inning. 1-2-3 for the Red Sox in the first. Not a ton there. We go to the bottom of the first. And it's still scoreless, so. Shoot, man. End of first inning. Oh, middle of first inning. Not end. Middle of first inning. I can type. There you go. So. How have you been? I've been good. Been moving along quite nicely. My birthday is next weekend. It's kind of crazy to say that. I'm going to be 21 next weekend. So that should be fun. Gonna have some friends over. Gonna see some family. And have a good time. In every single sense of the word fun. All right, let's take a look at the Phillies starting lineup. Trey Turner leading things off. Kyle Schwarber, the DH, batting second. Bryce Harper, the first baseman, batting third. Nick Castellanos, the right fielder, and batting cleanup. JT Realmuto behind him, the catcher. Brandon Marsh batting sixth. Max Kepler batting seventh. Sosa batting eighth. And Bryson Stott batting ninth for the Phillies. Let's take a look at the Red Sox defensive setup. As Lucas Giolito at the pitching to Carlos Narvaez. Romy Gonzalez at first base. Rafaela at second. Story at third. Story at short. Meyer at third. Refsnyder in left. Duran in center. Abreu in right. Red Sox defensive setup. Lucas Giolito on the mound. First pitch to Trey Turner on the way. Grounder and through into left field for a base hit. And he's on for a leadoff single here in the first. One pitch, one hit, one base hit. Enjoying your summer? Yes, sir. You know. Not the best start. He threw one pitch down the middle of the plate to a good contact hitter. I mean, what's he expecting there? Now here comes trouble. Now here comes Kyle Schwarber, former Red Sox, by the way. Remember that 2021 run. First pitch to Schwarber is a high breaking ball out and away, 1-0. You were in the chat before you sent the link in the DMs. You're too fat. You're too good. You're too good, Josiah. You're too good. Oh, I didn't see this. The Fleet named the new head coach. Hold on. 1-0. That is just inside for a ball, 2-0. The former assistant of the San Diego Gulls, Chris Spar, has been named the head coach of the Fleet. Did not see that. Congrats to him. Schwarber 5th in the league in home runs behind Eugenio Suarez, Ohtani, Cal Raleigh leading the league. 2-0 is crushed. Deep to right, way back, and gone. A two-run shot for Kyle Schwarber. And the Phillies take a 2-0 lead. His 34th home run of the season is an absolute bomb into right center. 409 feet off the bat. 103 off the bat. Exit velocity 409 feet to right center field, and it's 2-0 Phils. Just like that. 4 pitches, 2 runs. He got a hanger, and he crushed it to right center field. Crushed it. Yeah, told you it was trouble. And now, here comes Bryce Harper. Here comes the first pitch to Harper. And that's gone. Deep to right, hit it really well. And that's into the third deck. Back-to-back pitches, 3 runs, 5 pitches, 3-0 Phils. That ball went 439 feet to right. That ball was 110 off the bat. I mean, what is Giolito throwing? He's throwing fastballs down the middle of the plate. He's thrown 4 fastballs, 3 of which were down the middle. I mean, what? I mean, come on, Lucas, dude. He threw a fastball down the middle of the plate to Schwarber. He throws the same pitch to Harper, and he crushed that even further than Schwarber did. That ball landed in the second deck. I mean, dude. Here comes Castellanos. And that, no, I'm kidding, that's a ball. 1-0. I'm actually excited for the new look Bruins. I'm glad you're excited. Anyway, 1-0 to Castellanos from Giolito, who has had a horrible start. And it's 2-0. He can't find the zone right now. Yeah, me so. He didn't even swing. Oh, they're saying he swung. Never mind. It's 1-1 to Castellanos now. 1-1. Strike 2. On the slider. He was swung out of his shoes on that one. Who do you think the Red Sox will trade at the deadline? Giolito. It's 2-2. I have a feeling they're trading Duran or Yoshida. It's one of the two. To try to go get pitching and a first baseman. 2-2 on the way to Castellanos. That's full count, 3-2. TD Garden turns 30 this year. That's crazy. 3-2 to Castellanos. Grounder foul, still 3-2. Watching SummerSlam next Saturday and Sunday. I will be trying to watch Saturday. I'm gonna have it on Saturday outside with some friends, and then Sunday we'll see. I'm gonna be I can't say that. 3-2 to Castellanos on the way. And he got him. Strike 3. Finally! An out. Oh, man. Okay. First pitch to JT Real Muto is in there for a strike. Start time 6 p.m. That's fine. But they called that a ball? That was in the middle of the zone. That's fouled back. It's 1-1. This is the middle of the zone. That was right down the pipe when they called that a ball. What the hell is this? The jump scares today? 1-1 on the way. Fly ball center field. Willie Abreu and Jarren Duran come over. Duran's got it 2 down in the first inning. My friend texts me, great start. You don't say. Now it's Brandon Marsh. 2 down in the first inning. Red Sox are already giving up 3. Strike 1. A 1. That's a ball. 1-1 the count. Here comes the 1-1 to Brandon Marsh. That's 2-1. Yo, Blue! The Phillies don't need any help killing us. Eduardo, 2-1 on the way to Marsh. And it's 3-1. That was Harper's 350th home run of his career, by the way. That was a bomb. 3-1 is a breaking ball right down the middle, but he didn't swing. It's 3-2. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. What's up, Lava? How you doing? Three, 2. Full count. Well, it's gonna be a walk. How's your job with the minor league baseball team coming along? Oh, it's fun, man. It's a lot of fun. I was there last night. Gonna be there tomorrow. Didn't work today. They had a day game today. Wasn't on the schedule. I'm there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It'll be the DJ tomorrow. It's already the Fenway employee protest. There's a shot to center field by Kepler. Oh, Jarren Duran. Makes the catch. That's the... Yep, he caught that. For sure, he caught that ball. That'll be the end of the first inning. Let me clear this scoreboard here. You actually got a girlfriend now? Very nice. Very nice. Cannot say the same. That's okay. Red Sox in that first inning. Thank you. I have sound effects loaded up tonight, just so you guys have been warned. You guys have been warned that I do have sound effects for tonight. Had a GF in years. You guys saw my last girlfriend. Enough said. Did I watch Monday's game? I got home from... Yeah, well, yeah, no, I didn't work Monday, so... I saw it and went... Damn. Just died. Why? Thoughts on the new rules for the NHL? What new rules? The CBA? As Trevor Story leads off the second inning. First pitch taken for a strike. The CBA rules? Huh? 84 game season coming after the season after the next? I mean, so... A one's taken for a strike, 0-2. 84 games. Yeah, that's coming in 26-27. Yeah. Also, salary cap's going to be up. Minimum salary is going to be up to $1 million by 2029. It will be out of the 775 range. 0-2 to Story. Strikes out. Great job. So you're reducing the NHL season, not adding more games. Hockey in June's just wrong. Hockey in late June's ridiculous, yeah. Here's Yoshida. Takes the first pitch for a strike 0-1. No good stories tonight? Well, we'll see. He fouls it back 0-2. I think the Stanley Cup should be awarded by May 31st. 0-2. It's ball 1 and 2. If they're going to do an 84-game season, start the season earlier. That's what I think about that. You're going to do an 84-game season, start the season on September 31st or October 1st, not October 12th. 1-2, and that was the worst swing of all time. Two down in the inning. Once again. Two down in the inning. Cedar Rafaela. 5 up, 5 down so far, and so 1-1. This guy can't even throw. The Red Sox aren't even making contact with this guy at all. So many wave and miss. Here comes the 0-2. Fouls it away. Barely got a piece of it. 0-2. The NHL season should start in September and end in April. No, it should start. The regular season should start September 31st and end, and the regular season should be over by March 31st. 0-2's in the dirt, 1 and 2. That's what they should do. If you have the 84-game season, have it go to April 7th. And then after that should be the playoffs. Yeah, strike 3. He struck out the side. He struck out 4 of the first 6 batters he's faced. $30 in September. Oh, okay. Well, then fine. Start September 30th. I didn't know. I forgot about that part. Start September 30th. Then. Start then. Yeah, just start the last day of September and go to March 31st for the regular season. So. I want the 4 division format to go and be replaced by the conferences. I like the idea of divisions. I don't like the idea of having it decide playoff formats. I think the divisions should just be there to split up the conferences to make more rivalry. But at the same time, I don't think having the same 4 teams make it in the playoffs every year is sustainable. I just don't think so. So I think what they need to do is they need to go back to the 1v8 format. And they desperately need to go back to that format, by the way, because the way the NHL playoff format is now, it's an absolute freaking disaster. And because the Oilers and the Kings have played each other every year the last 4 years in the first round. That can't happen. It cannot happen. So they need to change up the playoff format, and drastically. I mean, they need to go back to the 1v8. They need to instead of expanding the playoffs, keep it where it is now. Just shorten, like if the season ends Wednesday, the playoffs should be starting Thursday. You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel. There should not be that much turnaround for the start of the playoffs. First pitch is in there for a strike to Edmundo Sosa. A 1, so outside for a ball, 1-1. Boston used to play Montreal every year in the playoffs in the 1980s. That's because no, I still don't like that. I don't want to know who I'm playing in the shot to center field, hit really well. Back is Duran. Nice catch. Makes the catch there for the first out. I don't want to know who the Red Sox are playing by March. I don't want to know who the Bruins are playing by March 15th in the playoffs. I don't like to know that stuff. I want to find out the last day of the season who they're playing. So. Now it's Bryson Stott. Fair ball down the right field line. Heading into the corner. Rounding first on his way to second. He's in there with a double. Congratulations to his wife on having a kid at 3:30 this morning. As much as I love seeing Boston beat down Toronto every season, every time, it's getting annoying. Yeah. First pitch to Turner, skips to the plate, 1-0. The Bruins may be playing bench warmers. Well, I don't know. I don't know what they did July 1st. I don't know. I still am questioning what they did. I 1-0 in there for a strike. I'm still questioning what they did because I don't have an answer to that. I don't. It wasn't. The Red Wings back in the West. No. The way the conferences are now, I think it's fine. 1-1 to Turner, grounder, foul. I'm going to push back on that. No, it's fine the way it is. Although my point is, why is Columbus in the East, yet Nashville's in the West, and Nashville's more East than Columbus is, you know? So, but, again, I don't really, you know, I'm not worried about that. 1-2 to Turner is in the dirt, 2-2. So, it's all right. The way the alignment is in the league, the division, the conference alignment is fine. Funny enough, Columbus used to be in the West. I know. 2-2, Turner strikes out. 2 down. That'll bring up Schwarber. Here comes trouble. Here comes a home run. It's a nice pitch. There you go. Now here comes Schwarber, who homered his first time up back in the first inning. It was a moonshot, and the runner took third. He's safe at third. Bryson Stott used to... He just took off for third without anybody looking, and he got it. He's in there. No, he's in there. He's in there. Runner on third, 2 down for Schwarber. Ball 1. One 0 is popped up. Left field side, it's going to be Refsnyder out in left center. It's the end of the inning. That's the third out of the inning, Rob. He threw home for no reason. It's the end of the inning. He just lost track of how many outs there were. Going to the third inning. Red Sox prospect news. The son of David Ortiz, Lil Poppy, D'Angelo Ortiz, has been called up from the Florida Leagues to Single A. He's going to be joining the Salem Red Sox. That's crazy. Isn't that wild? David Ortiz's son is A, in the Red Sox system, and B, playing in Single A. It's crazy to me. When do the Fisher Cats play the Sea Dogs next? In New Hampshire? Is it this year? Who knows? Reading. Erie. They don't play them again this year? That blows. That blows. Because Fisher Cats have struggled this season. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. So. Who is going to be the Bruins captain this season? Pasternak? I'd be shocked if it wasn't. To Portland, anyone? Well, he's going to Salem first. I was wondering if he's going to get called up to Double A before then. Yeah, no, it's going to be Pasternak, 100%. I'd be shocked if it wasn't. Third inning about to start. 7-8-9 the Sox. Abreu. Narvaez and Meyer. There's a bug on the camera, ESPN. First pitch to Abreu taken for a ball 1-0. Sorry, I've directed like 25 games with the Fisher Cats this year, so I see stuff on the camera. I'm like, take it off. Get away from that camera. Go to camera 1. 1-0 to Abreu. Chopper. And it's right to Turner. Played right into the shift. And that'll be the first out of the inning. 7 up, 7 down so far. This will bring up Carlos Narvaez, who's had a rough go of it since the second half of the season began. Ooh. What NHL opinion will have you like this? We'll scroll through the comments on that. Coming up. Here is Narvaez. First pitch to him is fly ball into right field, not deep. It'll be a Castellanos, 2 down. This will bring up Marcelo Meyer. Strike 1. Rip to Ozzy, rock and roll god. Yeah, the man, the father of rock and metal music. You know, like Now it's 0-2. There comes the 0-2. He is perfect through the lineup. Nine up, 9 down. Red Sox just forgot to play offense after the break, right? What's going on here? I was shocked when my dad told me that Ozzy died. Yeah, I saw it yesterday. I was like, what? Like, how's your minor league team doing in the standings? I can look. I don't think they're doing very well. They've had a rough season. They won today. Yeah, they're at the bottom of the Eastern League Northeast. They're 8-15. That's because they split it up in half. But overall, yeah, not great. What is happening? Philly Fanatic is on the ESPN broadcast. I think they're like, what, 38-56 or something like that? Yeah, yikes. First pitch to Harper here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1 to Bryce from Giolito. And it's 1-1. Dodgers up next. Rutro. shooting to call the game Sunday. We'll see. 1-1. Breaking ball. It was a beauty. 1-2. Full Bryce. One, 2 to Harper. Shot first base side. Nice play by Gonzalez. And that will be out number 1 of the inning. What is happening? Philly Fanatic. They're talking to him. Is that what's happening? Oh, Nick Castellanos. Check on your friends and family. That's gone. Home run, Nick Castellanos. 4-0 Phillies. Deep to left. Four nothing Philadelphia. Third home run the Red Sox have given up tonight. I blame the Fanatic. That ball was absolutely launched. Now it's JT Real Muto. Strike 1. Oh, 1 is swung on and missed. Strike 2. 0-2. Josiah, you still here? Are you even more sad they're down 4-0 now? 0-2 pitch. Chopper to short. Story plays it over to Gonzalez, 2 down. Now it's Brandon Marsh as the Fanatic is dancing into imaginary music. Strike 1. Grounder. Nice play by Gonzalez. Play over to first, and they get the out at first. What? Jesus Christ. Man, oh man. They got a break. 4-0 Phils going to the 4th inning. Red Sox have just been depressing to watch so far. Oh, the Hockey Canada trial is the verdicts tomorrow. Oh boy. If it's proven that it's you know, that they're guilty, so many more people are going to be in more trouble. Like, you have no idea. It's going to be A mess. Maximum prison charge of 10 years for each one if they say that they did it. It is raining here. Oh no, that's not rain. That's the sprinkler. Whoops. Fourth inning underway. First pitch to Ref Snyder is a ball. Luzardo throws it, and it's 1-1 now. Here's the 1-1 to Ref Snyder on the way. Strike two. Why are they at TD Garden? What's at TD Garden tonight? Oh, Gracie Abrams is there the next two nights. That makes sense. 1-2. 2-2. We're going to be closer to you. Stupid song. 2-2. 2-2 to Ref Snyder on the way. And it's 3-2 now. It's been 9 up, 9 down for the Red Sox here in this one. Like, can we please score a goal? Well, that's a walk. Finally. Ladies and gentlemen, the Red Sox have a base runner. They have a base runner.
Let's go.
I can't believe it. I mean, it looked like it was a strike, but first pitch to Duran taken for a strike. A 1 to Duran fouled away. It's 0-2. Here's the 0-2 on the way for the runner on first. He did not go. It's 1-2. One was low and away. Back of that jersey, Ortiz. One, two, he strikes out. Strikes out for the second time. It's one down to the inning. Still got a no-hitter going through 3 1/3 innings for Luzardo. It's 1-0 to Romy. Here's the 1-0 to Gonzalez. It's 2-0 now. A lot of bad calls today. 8th inning in the Angels-Mets game. Pitched to end game in Arizona. Yeah, and then they had they had a ball called. This one, though, was not a ball. It was right in the middle of the plate. Here's a 2-0 to Gonzalez. And it's now a hitter's count 3-0. The Red Sox are not trading Roman Anthony. I don't know why they're even talking about that. Romy swings at 3-0 and fouls it off 3-1. They're not trading Romy Gonzalez. If they're trading an outfielder, it's going to be either Yoshida, if somebody's stupid enough to take his contract, or Jarren Duran. They're not trading Rafaela. They're not trading Abreu. They're not trading Anthony. They're not. 3-1 to Gonzalez at the strike. Talking about Duran. They were just talking about... I heard Roman Anthony's name right there. They were talking about Roman Anthony as well. Here comes the full count. Chopper, this could be 2. On to second for 1. On to first. Romy safe. When's the deadline? Next third. It's got to be July 31st, right? MLB deadline. July 31st at 6 p.m. is when the deadline's over. So guys will be warming up, getting ready to play when they get traded. Like, that's crazy. Now it's Trevor Story, 2 down, the runner on first. And it's a ball, 1-0. Go check out the link down below in the description. The last link down there is my affiliate link with Uno Overlays, which is how all the graphics are being presented tonight. 1-0 is foul back, 1-1. If you go make an account using that link, it'll support me. Story batting .252, 15 home runs, 59 RBIs. He struck out his first time up. 1-1 to Story. Throw over to first and Gonzalez back in there. Harper's not even on the bag. So it would have had to have been a tag. Would have been a tag anyway. Story fouls it off, 1-2. Two strikes to Story. Thinks double homer due to dad power. Well, he already had a double in the what, second inning? So Story grounder to third. Tough play. It's foul. This is the longest at bat the Red Sox have had tonight, which is not saying much. Story has a 1-2 count here from Luzardo. Runner on first here in the 4th. It's the second base runner the Red Sox have had. Here comes the 1-2 to Story. Get a base hit here. Grounder to third. And the Red Sox are still hitless through 4 innings. And the Red Sox need better pitching out of Giolito. I'll clear the bases there. Time for a new revamp for the Sox. Yeah. People are saying the Patriots should trade Stephon Diggs for Terry McLaurin. No. He didn't bitch for money like Terry McLaurin is with the Commanders right now. So there's that. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Red Sox down 4-0. What's this? Boone was not happy with the strike 3 call from Peraza. Uh-oh. The ump apologized? Oh, shit. I wish he just got tossed. Because it's Aaron Boone. Is this the year for the Sabres to finally get back in the playoffs? No. The Sabres literally did not do anything to me as a needle mover to make the playoffs. They didn't. Again, shocker. Kepler pops up the first pitch, fouled away. I'm just taking a look at the Sabres roster right now. What did they do to make me go, oh, they're a good hockey team? Josh Doan? No. 0-1 to Giolito. It is 1-1 now. Ooh, Michael Kesselring. Feel bad for their fan base. They're not... They need to get out of there. They need to... They're gonna fold soon. Like, they're gonna move, man. They're gonna fold because they're literally bottom of the league in attendance every year, and it's because the team sucks year in and year out. That one's hit down the line, and it's gonna be a foul ball. It's now 2-2. They don't want to turn into another Arizona Coyote situation where the league has to pay their bills. 2-2 is in the dirt, 3-2. Full count to Kepler here in the fourth. Giolito at 49 pitches. This will be pitch number 50. And it's a shot to straightaway center field. Duran's got it for out number 1. Some NHL teams need a center. The Bruins, the Bruins have plenty. I'm hearing Zaka's name come up more and more in trade talks. Just so you guys know, I'm hearing Zaka's name a lot. First pitch to him in the dirt, 1-0 to Sosa. I've heard the Utah Mammoth are interested, and I've heard the Canucks are interested in Zaka. I'm also gonna throw out a wild card team for Zaka here. The Calgary Flames. Heard a rumble about that, so. 1-0 is swung on a missed strike 1, 1-1. So. Yeah, been hearing some rumblings on Zaka being on the move. Don't know what's going on with that. I have no idea. 1-1 to Sosa. 1-2. One, two, grounder to short. Story will make the play. 2 down. People were asking me if I had heard Casey Middlestat's name in trade talks. I haven't heard his name after the draft. Not after the draft, no. I haven't heard it. Bryson Stott, first pitch to him is taken for a ball 1-0. That ball is smoked into right field, and it's dad power. Bryson Stott, 5-0 Phils. Robert, you were correct. Carlo did it for the Bruins in the playoffs in 2024. And now Stott does it for the Phillies, doing something big on the same day that he became a dad. 5-0 Phillies. Bryson Stott goes deep for the Phillies' 4th home run of the night. Now Turner will ground out. What a play by Romy! What a play there to end the inning. Red Sox make their hole, make the deficit, make the hole a little bigger. It's 5-0. Bryson Stott, newborn dad, goes deep. So, 5-0 Phillies going to the 5th inning. It just gets worse and worse and worse. Red Sox returning to their curse, the Bambino Day. They're returning to the curse of Mookie Betts. The curse of Mookie is returning. And what a joy it is. Red Sox are still without a hit in this game, by the way. Mookie trade should have never happened. Well, if you want, he wanted $300 million, and the Red Sox were not going to give that to him. So they barely gave it to Devers against their will. And then Devers gets traded 2 years into the deal. Makes sense. Top of the 5th inning coming up here. Here we go. First pitch to Masa Yoshida is a ball 1-0. Yoshida down the right field line. There's the first hit of the game for the Red Sox. Yoshida rounding first on his way to second, and he has himself a double as he slides in safely. It's the first Red Sox hit of the night, and it belongs to Masa Yoshida with a leadoff double here in the 5th inning. Finally, the no-hitter is over. Now it's Cedon Rafaela. First pitch up and away for a ball, 1-0. Luzardo fires the 1-0 to Rafaela. That's a ball, 2-0. Same spot. Luzardo getting ready for the 2-0 pitch. Throws it to Rafaela here. 2-0 on the way. It's now 3-0. Yeah, I can't wait for the Bruins to come back too. I can't wait to at least call the team again. 3-0, it's ball 4. Runners on first and second with nobody down in the inning. This will bring up Wilyer Abreu. Abreu has 20 home runs in the year. Leads the Red Sox in homers. 55 RBIs, 252 batting average. As a strike. A 1. That's also a strike going to Abreu. Has not swung the bat once tonight. He's been up once, and he didn't swing the bat. He looked at 3 pitches. Here's the 0-2. He chased that one. I don't know what Willier's thinking at the plate right now. His 7th strikeout for Luzardo. I'm really interested to see seeing how Sturm handles the team. I think it's going to be different. I think there's going to be more of a here comes Narvaez. It's gonna be more of a dynamic game, up to speed with the rest of the league type game. Hopefully, I'd imagine. One out of Narvaez is popped up in the third base side. 2 down. Not changing the lines every second like Montgomery did. Well, yeah, if you didn't see anything progress in the first period, he'd go, you 3 out there, you 3 out there, you 2 out there. Throw out anybody he wants at the power play, and hopefully it works. Woo! Meyer swings the first pitch, strike, and misses it for strike 1. All 1 to Meyer. And it's 1-1. He's thrown 13 sweepers tonight, and he has a 69% whiff rate. One. It's now 1-2. Swayman needs to step up this season. The team in front of him needs to step up this season too. So, looking at the defense, 1-2. 2-2. Dodgers top pitchers are mostly in the IL. Well, yeah, it's true. 2-2 to Meyer. It's now 3-2 with Ref Snyder on deck. Full count. Here comes the payoff to Meyer. The runner's on first and second here in the fifth. Here it comes. That's inside. Ball 4. And the bases are loaded for the Red Sox here in the fifth inning. Rob Refsnyder coming to the plate with the bases loaded with a chance to get the Sox back into it. A big moment in this game right here. They're going to have a meeting with the pitching coach out there. Yoshida will be on third. Rafaela will be on second. Meyer will be on first. Refsnyder homered last night. Could use another one of those right now. Duran on deck after Refsnyder. First pitch to Refsnyder. That is a ball. It's 1-0. Red Sox threatening here in the fifth, trying to bring the deficit with it a little bit closer. Yoshida on third, Rafaela on second, Meyer on first. 1-0. And it's 2-0. Luzardo is having a tough time finding the zone right now. And Refsnyder pops it up. Real Muto loses it. It's going to be a foul ball. It's going to land in the stands. It's 2-1. That ball landed behind him. 2-1 to Refsnyder with the bases loaded from Luzardo. From the stretch, here it comes. And it's in the dirt, 3-1. Another ball, and the Red Sox will walk in a run. Yankees, Blue Jays tied at 2 in the fifth inning. Go Jays. That's a good series. That's going to be a good series. Top two teams in the AL East going at it. Here comes the 3-1. That is ball 4, and the Red Sox walk in a run. It's a walk for the Red Sox. Duran with the bases loaded. That pitch skips to the plate, 1-0. Romy Gonzalez on deck here in the fifth. Red Sox have a run across on an RBI walk for Refsnyder. 74 pitches through 4 2/3. Only 1 hit given up. 3 walks in the inning. 1-0. That's a ball. 2-0. That walk was the 4th walk given up by Luzardo tonight. He's also thrown 24 pitches in the inning. (2-0). That's low. 3-0 to Duran. Red Sox brought in a run on a walk in the last at bat. Can they do it again? Yes, they can. Another run will... Now it's Romy Gonzalez trying to break a slump. Red Sox can break and can take the lead with 1 swing of the bat. Romy swings, fouls it off 0-1. As the Phillies... Yeah, I saw it. Jordan Romano warming up in the pen. Here's the 0-1. That's inside. 1-1. So Luzardo's given up 5 walks, 4 of which are in the inning. (1-1). This one's driven high and deep to left at the wall. That's a grand slam. Romy Gonzalez, a grand slam. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my goodness gracious. The Red Sox have come all the way back to take the lead at 6-5. Goes yard into left center, one of the deepest parts of the ballpark, out towards the 387 marker in left center field. A bomb from Romy, and it's 6-5 Boston. Wow, that was crushed. And Story fouls off the first pitch. It's 0-1. A bomb from Romy, deep to left center. Goodbye. Unbelievable. A 1 to Story, taken for a strike, going 2. What an inning this has turned into here. Oh, 2 to Story. That's in the dirt. 1-2. 2 hits, 6 runs. Baseball. Here's the 1-2 to Story. Foul away. 2 hits, 6 runs. That's baseball for you. Story fouls it away. I'm just getting new to this. What streams do you usually do? Boston Bruins hockey and Red Sox during the summer. First career grand slam for Romy. It was an absolute rocket to left center. 1-2, it's out and away. 2-2. Just commentary. Calling the game for those who can't watch. 2-2 to Story. That was an awful pitch. 3-2. This will be Luzardo's last inning for sure. Story ground ball. Nice play by Sosa. And finally, the Phillies get out of the inning, but not after the damage has been done. The Red Sox get 6 runs in the 5th inning and take the lead on a grand slam from Romy Gonzalez. Huh. I don't know where that came from, but I'm not complaining. Giolito is pitching in the 5th inning as far as I'm aware. I'd be shocked if he didn't go at least the 5th inning, and then he'd be done. Because he's only given up... It's 4 hits. 4 innings pitched, 6 hits, 5 earned. 5 earned runs, a walk, 2 strikeouts. So... Sox needed that. Yeah, they did. It's a hell of an inning. 4 walks and a grand slam. Yeah, that makes sense. .415 feet. He hit that one 108 miles an hour off the bat. Marcelo Meyer is out of the game. Abraham Toro now at 3rd. Why? Don't know. And we also have a new pitcher for the Red Sox. It's not Lucas Giolito. Justin Wilson in the game here in the 5th inning. So Toro comes in for Meyer at 3rd. But if it wasn't for that foul ball that the world lost, 6 runs wouldn't have scored. Kyle Schwarber here, who's already homered in the ball game. First pitch taken for a ball, 1-0. Justin Wilson, new pitcher in for the Red Sox, the left-handed reliever. Don't want to face Schwarber, Harper, and Castellanos, so they knew he was done. 2-0. Here's the 2-0 to Schwarber. Foul away, 2-1. Down the left field line. Two-one to Schwarber. And he waves at it, 2-2. Nice night for a grand slam. Good stuff. What's up, DJ? How we doing? This stream was so boring until that 5th inning happened, and now it just like woke me up a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie. Two in the dirt, 3-2. Full count here with nobody down in the 5th inning. Schwarber 1 for 2 with a home run. Back in the 1st inning. First of 4 Philly home runs tonight. Schwarber, Harper, Castellanos, and Stott. 3-2 to Schwarber on the way. Fouled away, still 3-2. A good at bat for Schwarber. Here comes the payoff again. And he fouls it off. His foot looks like still 3-2. Three, 2. That one is hit into right center field. And Abreu will get there for out number 1. If you have any Bruins questions about what I'm thinking, you can ask. I'm curious to see what you guys want to. I'm curious to see what you guys are going to say about the Bruins this year and what you think. What you want to know. First pitch to Bryce Harper, taken for a strike. Harper also homered. Our second line for the Bees is set. I mean, the first line is the only guaranteed line. Geeky, Lindholm, and Pasternak. Harper foul. Oh, back to Wilson. I thought he fouled it off. Guess not. It's going to be 2 down in the inning. I would... Zaka, Middlestat, Arvidsson is what I think the second line's going to be. That's what I'm thinking. Angel head coach in the hot seat. I mean, it's too early to determine based on how where we are. But like, if you were asking that question like November or December, I might be able to have an answer. Castellanos fouls it back, going 1. Who is a Bruin that you think will stand out this upcoming season? I didn't feature him in my lineup video, but I remembered that the Bruins signed him. Don't be surprised if you see a guy like Matej Blumel break out. 0-1. That's another 1-1. He had the best. He was tied for the league lead in goals in the AHL last year with 37, I think is what it was. And I think the Bruins will definitely make a run at him. Make a run to try to get him in the NHL roster. He's a power play machine. So 1-1, fell back 1-2. Another one based on the current NHL roster that I think will make it. I am really hoping for a big breakout year from Casey Middlestat or Fraser Minton. Fraser Minton to me is my third line center right now, and I'm really hoping he has a 15-goal year. So here's the 1-2 to Castellanos. And he swings and misses at it, and the Red Sox get a 1-2-3 inning out of work from Wilson. Going into the 6th inning, the Red Sox, perfect way to get after a 6-run inning, get a 1-2-3 inning the other way. Third line, Patra, Minton, and Jeannot. Yep, that's what I said in the video. Patra, so Jeannot on the left side, Minton in the middle, and Patra on the right side. That's what I think they're going to do. In their fourth line, I have Esamont, Corrali, and Kastelik. So I have Esamont left side, Corrali in the middle, Kastelik on the right side, and I have Beecher, as of now, Beecher and Husnudinov as the extra forwards. I'm surprised I'm even giving Beecher that. But who knows? Depends on who earns it, right? And Marco Sturm and Don Sweeney have both said, if you earn your spot, you're gonna get your spot. So it's not guaranteed. So it's the first time I've heard that expression out of anybody in the Bruins organization. So also looking for a bigger year out of Hampus Lindholm, fully healthy all season long. He's probably going to be getting some top power play minutes, is what I assume, with either the first or second unit. So, also, if they do it right, DiPietro is the backup. I'm expecting to see him get at least 20, 25 starts. So, and Swayman, he has to carry the load again, and he has to learn how to carry the load without it stressing him out. So, just gotta learn. You gotta adapt to that. That ball had on Gonzalez's grand slam. The peak hike of it was 128 feet. It would be a home run in every major league stadium. So, think Marshy's gonna be chirping his former teammates? Of course. Come on, of course. Come on, it's all in good fun, but of course he will. Pasternak, Swayman, McAvoy, Lindholm, Peak. Come on, he's gonna chirp all of them. Now it's Yoshida leading off the 6th inning, who doubled to start the 5th inning, which seems like a forever ago. And now Yoshida, first pitch to him taken for a strike. It's 0-1. Jordan Romano, new pitcher for the Phillies, right-hander. He has an ERA just under 7 in 35 and a third innings pitched. Yoshida fouls it off 0-2. Yoshida doubled his last time up. There comes the 0-2 from Romano. He strikes out. 1 down in the inning. Rafaela, first pitch to him, grounded to short. Turner will make the play, 2 down in the inning. So Meyer was pulled out of the game. He was pointing to his right wrist. So there might be a bit of an issue there. Let's keep our eyes on that. So that's why Toro came in the game for Meyer. It's the scheduled day off for Bregman. He'll be back full swing on Friday, according to Cora. First pitch to Willier is upstairs for a ball 1-0. Abreu 0 for 2. Looking for some better at-bats out of Willier. Abreu fouls it off. It's 1-1. Keep sending in your questions. Here's the 1-1 from Romano to Abreu with 2 down on the 6th. That's a gorgeous slider, 1-2. If the Bruins were to ditch Zombie Nation, what song would be a great replacement? I don't think they will, but if they do, I'm Shipping Up to Boston comes to mind first. Here's the 1-2 on the way. Fouled off down the third base side. Also, they want to keep the hype there, so they might make some hype mix like the Utah Mammoth did. More Than a Feeling. Yeah, that's another one. 1-2, it's upstairs 2-2. They're gonna try to keep the EDM beats up, so they'll probably have something made or something. I don't know. Abreu fouls it off again, still 2-2. Somebody said the reason why they pulled Myers because the Red Sox traded for Skeens. Yeah, right. 2-2. Just off the plate, 3-2. That's funny. Whoever tweeted that, nice job. You win Twitter today. That would be your pitcher that the Red Sox are looking for. 3-2, and he strikes out to end the inning. 1-2-3 inning for Romano in the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Red Sox down a run. Or it's up a run. Probably a trap mix of Zombie Nation like the one the OKC Thunder uses for their tip-offs. Okay, well, hold on. Now I need to know. I'm gonna look up OKC Thunder tip-off song. I don't know. It's just Zombie Nation from what I'm hearing.
Same old phone? Nah.
Got an ad. Zombie Nation Trap Remix. I don't know. Anyway. They're up. Yeah, you missed a grand slam. Romy hit a grand slam. The Red Sox have 6 runs on 2 hits, if that explains how this game has gone. They've had so many walks. The Luzardo had a horrible 5th inning. Gave up 4 walks, including a grand slam. No, Roman Empire. No, Romy. Romy Gonzalez. Roman Anthony's not playing. Romy Gonzalez hit a grand slam. Yeah. Heard that wrong. No, it's okay. It sounded like I said Roman, to be fair. Yeah, so Ref Snyder walked, scored a run. Duran walked, scored a run. Then Romy hit a grand slam. It's 0-1. Being with the boys at the moment. Have fun. That sunset looked weird in Philly. It looked red. Here's the 0-1 to JT Real Muto from Wilson is inside for a ball 1-1. Real Muto, Marsh, and Kepler do up for the Phils here in the 6th. Red Sox trying to take a game out of this series. Real Muto swings right through it, 1-2. What did you... Oh, that? Okay. All right, Primer, I see. Here's the 1-2 to Real Muto from Wilson. 2-2. Cool. I'd rather just keep the original one at that point. 2-2 to Real Muto into center field for a base hit. It's a leadoff single here in the 6th for JT Real Muto. Judge ties it against the Blue Jays with a 2-run shot. 4-4 in the 6th inning in that one. Now it's Brandon Marsh, runner on first here in the 6th inning for the Phils. Here's the first pitch to him on the way. Fouled away. No, he swung and missed at it. Sorry, strike 1. 0-1 pitch. 1-1. Not really sure where that missed, but it did. It's 1-1. Marsh walked earlier in the ball game. Here's the 1-1 to Marsh. Foul away. It's 1-2. They're talking about the Red Sox going after Josh Naylor from the D-backs. Hey, they need a first baseman. I'm interested. 1-2. Grounder to second. Rafaela over to Story. They'll get the out at first there. At second there, it's all they'll get. They get the lead runner. 1 down on the 6th. Also might trade Durant for Emmanuel Clase. Okay. Okay. Kepler, who's 0 for 2. 1 out, runner on. Grounder, this could be 2. Rafaela to Story to Romy. Got him! To end the inning, the Red Sox get out of the 6th unscathed. Romy dives to make that play for a 2 down in the inning. For the double play to end the 6th inning. Nice play by Romy. Thing is that we already got Chapman and he's been great. Right, so you don't need a closer. I was just going to say, okay. I mean, like, they need starting pitching. They don't need more bullpen help. They need starting pitching. So, like, Joe Ryan or Seth Lugo? I mean, hey, that's better. Hey, Dylan Cease. That would connect the Durant to San Diego rumors. Cease, who my cousin played basketball with in high school. That's interesting. Yeah, Dylan Cease. I mean, hey, that's the starter they're looking for. They're looking for an elite starter. There you go. And then you give up Duran. Would connect all those rumors. Duran for Cease straight up. That sounds like a fair deal. The Padres get an outfielder, something they could use, and then the Red Sox get a pitcher, something they could use. And then they make another trade, maybe trading a prospect or 2. I don't know which one. Don't ask. And maybe you trade Toro or something, and you go get a first baseman of the likes of like a Josh Naylor, and you keep Romy around. Then the Red Sox, I think, I think the Red Sox are a much better baseball team after that. Bye, Karen. Have a good night. New pitcher for the Phillies here in the 7th. I'm surprised they're not going with Romano again, but it's Daniel Robert up to face Narvaez, Toro, and Refsnyder here in the 7th inning. The Red Sox to do in the offseason for the Red Sox is to fire Cora. I don't think he's the problem right now. At the moment. That can change. It's ball 1. I don't think it's the main issue. It's 2-0, and he takes that one. Right wrist could discomfort for Marcelo Meyer. Stephen Kwan could be a target for the Sox. They don't need more outfielders. They really don't. They have a logjam. 2-0. Narvaez fouls it off 2-1. Pitching is their main issue. They need more than one guy that can go 7 innings. You know, like consistently, and that's Crochet. They need Cease. That can give you a 6, 7, possibly 8 inning start. You know, and 2-1 to Narvaez from Robert, leading off the 7th. 2-2. He takes that one. Here comes the 2-2. Narvaez fights it off. It's still 2-2. So Wilson's night is done. 2 good innings, only giving up 1 hit. 2-2. Narvaez down the right field line. That could be trouble. It's down into the wall off a hop. He's rounding first. He'll be on his way to second. And he is in there safely with a leadoff double here in the 7th for Carlos Narvaez, who's had a rough series. He finally comes alive. Fantastic. It's a good start to the 7th inning for the Red Sox. Good at bat from Narvaez. Keeps fighting. Takes a fastball the other way down the right field line. Gets himself a leadoff double here in inning number 7. And that'll bring up Abraham Toro. His first at-bat since Meyer came out of the game due to an injury. Right wrist discomfort is what they called it. Narvaez on second. Here's the first pitch to Toro. Pop up. Into left center. Turner's underneath it. He's got it for out number 1 of the inning. And that'll bring up Refsnyder, who walked in a run his last time up in the 5th. Gonzalez with that grand slam in the 5th inning. Another case of killing a left-handed batter. A left-handed pitcher. He's once again, man, he's just doing really well against left-handed pitching. And we have a mound visit here. The pitching coach will come out and go talk to Robert with 1 down and a runner on second here in the 7th. And now Rob Refsnyder is coming to the plate. Left-hander up in the pen. It's Banks up in the Phillies pen. Tanner Banks, the left-hander. And we actually have a pinch hitter here. Roman Anthony is going to be pinch hitting for Rob Refsnyder here in the 7th. Now that he's facing a right-handed bat, up comes Roman Anthony for the first time tonight. Anthony has had a rough series. Strikeout rate's down in the month of July, which is a good thing. OPS is higher, slugging is higher, and the batting average is higher. Here comes Roman Anthony. First pitch on the way to him from Robert. Is inside for a ball, 1-0. And his at-bats have been much better as of late. He's got 2 home runs on the season, 14 RBIs, an OPS of 755. Here's the 1-0 to Roman. That's inside, 2-0. Since June 25th, his batting average has been .333. That is fantastic. 2-0 to Romy on the way from Robert. And he'll miss again. 3-0 to Roman. Who do you think got the biggest W at the NHL free agency? I mean, The Canucks surprised me with re-signing Besser. 3-0, and that's ball 4. Again, good at bat from Roman, drawing another walk. It's the Red Sox 6th walk of the night. And they're going to make a pitching change here. Tanner Banks will come into the ball game. And they're going to go to break. Sox should take a look at Sandy Alcantara, Mitch Keller, or Joe Ryan. I said Joe Ryan or Seth Lugo earlier, so I said that earlier. The Sharks did pretty good at free agency. I'm not even going to lie. They got a lot of veterans. But, I mean, Carolina got Ehlers, so. The surprisingly quiet team. Was the Leafs. So, maybe a catcher as well to pair with Narvaez. Oh, yeah, get in DFA Wong immediately. Only 1 RBI? Really? I mean, dude, it's a liability to have him at the plate. There is mutual interest in the Reds and the D-backs, between the Reds and the D-backs, in a trade that would send Eugenio Suarez back to Cincinnati. Oh, boy. We are back, and Tanner Banks is in the ballgame. 44 innings pitched, 3.48 ERA. The left-hander will face Duran. 1 out here in the 7th. First pitch misses way off the plate, 1-0. Runners on first and second here in the 7th. 1-0 to Duran is in there for a strike. Here's the 1-1 to Duran. Fouled off. It's 1-2 down the left field line. It's the best contact he's made tonight, which is not great. Carolina and San Jose needs to dish the colored helmets on the road. I mean, yeah, I could understand why you feel that way. Here's the 1-2 to Duran with the runners on first and second. The pitch. Grounder. This could be 2. On a second for 1. On a first. Duran safe. Runners on first and third with 2 down. Duran beats it out, stopping the double play. Is Duran safe? He looked it. He is by about a half a step right there. So runners in the corners, 2 down. And this will bring up Romy, who hit a grand slam his last time up. It was an absolute moonshot. 415 feet to left center field. 6 home runs now in the year. 299 batting average. That was up and in. Oh boy, 1-0. Didn't look intentional. It was a slider, but I mean, still. It backed them up a little bit. Home and road jerseys need to be consistent with each other. I kind of want to see the white jerseys worn at home sometimes a little more. 1-0. That's in there for a strike. As boring as it might sound, I kind of want to see the white jerseys worn at home more. Not all the time. They don't have to be. I don't think it has to be a set, like, home and away jersey. You can just wear whatever jerseys you want to wear at home as long as the other team doesn't wear white and you're wearing white, you know? Also, if they're not the same color, both teams can wear home jerseys if they're not the same color. I think that's what makes it fun. Like Flyers versus Bruins, and the Flyers are wearing orange, the Bruins are wearing black. That sounds fun to me. 2-1's foul away, 2-2. You know? Doesn't have to be the road team wears white and the home team wears what other color. It can be whatever you want. That's my thoughts on that. Gonzalez strikes out to end the 7th, leaving 2 runners stranded. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Red Sox still up by 1, leaving 2 runners aboard. Bruins need a 3rd jersey. I was under the impression that they were getting a yellow alternate. I was under the impression that they were. Because that's what I had heard. That they were getting a yellow alternate. I don't know what happened to that. Jordan Hicks coming in the game here in the 7th. I don't know what happened to that. Literally, if they had just chosen their reverse retro from 2021, I think that would have been fine. If you don't know what I'm talking about, hold on. I'll show you, since you can see it. That one. If it was literally that one, I think it would be fine. Because I think that one is fine. I've already looked this up before. Would love something like the yellow one up here. Would love this jersey as their alternate. That would be fantastic. No. I just think they need something completely different for the alternate. But I was hoping that it would be... I was under the impression there was going to be a yellow alternate. That's what I was told. So, I don't know what happened to that. But... I don't know. Jordan Hicks pitching here in the bottom of the 7th for the Phillies. With the Red Sox up... for the Red Sox up 1. Jordan Hicks, 53 1/3 innings pitched, 6.24 ERA. Walk rate's higher than the league average, and the strikeout rate is lower than the league average. First pitch to Sosa, grounder to Story. Over to Romy, 1 down in the inning. Just like that, 1 pitch, 1 out. They weren't going to use those jerseys to be the alternate. If they would have brought back an old jersey. Bryson Stott is up now, who homered his last time up. He has a double and a home run. Dad power, indeed. His dad, he became a dad this morning. Strike 1, and he is not like that call. Here's the 0-1 from Hicks. That's way up for a ball, 1-1. Devers hit 2 home runs today for the Giants. Oh, boy. 1-1. That is inside 2-1. The gold jersey from Bobby Orr's rookie year would make a killer alternate. Bobby Orr rookie jersey. Let me see. See which one you're talking about. 2-1. Fly ball, center field, not deep. Duran's underneath it. And that's 2 down on the inning. Oh, the Winter Classic type jerseys from 2010? These ones? Is that kind of idea? I mean, yeah. At that point, just bring back the Winter Classic jerseys. Oh man, I didn't even think about that. Winter Classic jersey is the alternate from 2010. Now Trey Turner, top of the order. First pitch is in there for a strike. That was 100 on the sinker. Good Lord. A 1. Foul away 0-2. Oh, 2 is in the dirt, 1-2. It's 1-2 to Turner with 2 down on the 7th. And just off the plate, 2-2, 101 miles an hour on that one. Here comes the 2-2. Fouled away, 101 on the sinker again. Jordan Hicks is throwing some heat right now. Two. Where did that miss, ump? 3-2. 101 again. Very tight zone. Here comes the 3-2 to Turner. Pop up. Third base side, foul. Still 3-2. Here's 3-2. Chopper fair down the right field line. This could be trouble. Turner rounding first. That gets by Abreu. He's rounding second. He's on his way to third. He's going to stop. He'll actually go back. It's going to be a 2-out double for Trey Turner here in the 7th inning on the 3-2 pitch. He got it down the right field line for a 2-out double. And I think they're making a pitching change here. They're going to go from one heater to another. Here comes Aroldis Chapman. Here with 2 outs in the 7th. Oh, dear.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday.
I can't.
And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
I accidentally played something. I can't pause it. I accidentally clicked on a sound effect, and it I can't pause it. Nothing does beat a Jet 2 holiday. The lady's right. I was trying to find something else to play during the break, and that is what came up. Coming soon on opening night. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no. I need water. I just finished off that water. Aroldis Chapman to face Schwarber. This should be good. Here comes the first pitch from Chapman to Schwarber. On the way. Fouls it off, 99 on the sinker, 0-1. Schwarber's 1 for 3, homered back in the first. Schwarber has never gotten a hit off of Chapman. 0 for 8 in his career against Chapman, 5 strikeouts. Going from heat to heat at the mound. Just a right-hander to a left-hander, but they both have a ton of heat on that fastball and the sinker. Here comes the 0-1. He pops it up. Narvaez might have a B on it. He does not. It's 0-2. That four-seam went 100.6. 0-2. Here's the 0-2 to Schwarber. Pop up into shallow right center. Rafaela calling off everybody, and Chapman wins the battle again. That will do it for the 7th inning. We go to the 8th inning. Red Sox up 6-5. I didn't play take me out to the ball game at the end of the last half inning. That's my bad. Time for Sweet Caroline. The end of the middle of the next at the end of this upcoming half inning, yes. Bichette just homered for the Blue Jays. Chapman probably pitches the 8th and Weiser for the 9th. Yeah. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Thank you. Kirkering, thank you. I think if the Rays win one more, the Sox are out of a wild card, but I don't know why I'm talking about the wild card already. Well, if the Red Sox win, it doesn't matter what the Rays do. Because the Red Sox are already a half game ahead of them. So it doesn't matter. And the Rays are winning 7-4 in the 5th inning against the White Sox. So it doesn't matter. Little League Softball Regionals. Wow. That means the Little League Baseball World Series coming up soon. Trevor Story leading off the 8th inning. First pitch to him taken for a strike. Orion Kerkering, 37 2/3 innings pitched, an ERA under 3. Yeah, that's a strike 0-2. Story 0 for 3, struck out tonight. 15 home runs, 59 RBIs. Story needs to wake it up. 0-2 on the way to Story. Foul away, still 0-2. Somebody made a nice catch. Here's the 0-2 to Story. Fouled away down the right field line. DJ, I'm scared for what the out of context moments are going to be this time around. You have a whole year worth of content to go through. He pops it up. This is foul. Here is the 0-2 to Story again. And he got him looking. No, it's a ball. Wow. One, two. Shot down the right field line. Foul. Still 1-2. Story fighting at bat. In this at bat. Bad read by the ball girl down the right field line. Hands it off to a kid. One, two. Story strikes out. One down in the inning. Now Yoshida. It's a ball 1-0. Yankees have 4 errors. Phillies have thrown 6 walks. So there's that. Yoshida grounded to first, bobbled there by Harper, over to Kerkering, 2 down in the inning. Can't wait to see the new animations and graphics this year. Yeah, it should be interesting. I have some ideas going through my head right now about what we're gonna do. The scoreboard's gonna look kind of the same. Some updates to it. Just gonna try to look for some overall new presentation. It's a 1-1 to Rafaela. Just gonna try to figure out like how to. A new intro song that has already been decided. You'll find out on opening night. Rafaela base hit to left. And he will have himself a 2-out hit here in the 8th inning. Rafaela's bat before the All-Star break was the hottest in baseball. By the way, for the first time this season, for the first time in the history of my channel, I am not unveiling everything new on the first preseason game. That will be on opening night. Just so we're on the opening night of the NHL season. Just so we're clear. You might see a sprinkle of new things throughout the preseason just to test stuff out. For the most part, everything will be unveiled on opening night. It's ball 1 to Willier. Need help with the old Nesson sound effect that can help with that? Send it to me. 1-0 to Abreu. And it's 1-1 now as he swings and misses through that sweeper. Boone got tossed. Yeah, that's not surprising. 1-1. Willier pops it up. Left center, left side. It's going to be third baseman Sosa underneath it, and the inning is over. We go to break. I'm going to show you this video that I put up on my TikTok that people liked. See if I can get it in there. Media file. Hold on. Something's happening.
45,000 feet away from the play. Get his head out of his ass.
It wasn't edited, so I can't show it. For some reason, Streamlabs being a pain about that. I don't know what happened. Well, you guys heard it? You guys should not have had to hear that. That's weird.
Feet away from the play. Get his head out of his ass. Damn mattress, bro. Get that off my TV screen.
You do what I think you're doing. Yes, you are.
That's what I was trying to show you. But my stream did not like that. Who's pitching? Chapman? To face Bryce Harper here in the 8th inning. And Harper pops up the first pitch in a shallow left. Story underneath it. Uh-oh, he slipped! And Roman Anthony is there to make the catch, 1 out in the inning. Story hit the deck and Roman was there to save the day. Forgot Sweet Caroline? That's okay. Kyle Teal hits his first home run of his career. First pitch to Nick Castellanos, who homered tonight. Yeah, that's a ball 1-0. 99 on a sinker. Reaction and rage to the 2023 Game 7 loss to the Classic. Oh, yeah. It's one of my most iconic moments. 1-0. Fly ball into right. Rafaela and Abreu coming on. Abreu's got it. 2 down in the inning. He broke his bat on that, too. If you guys were here that night, man. First pitch to JT Real Muto is upstairs for a ball 1-0, 100 on the fastball. 1-0. That's a strike. 1-1. 98 on the four seam. One of the worst OTs that I've witnessed as a Bruins fan ever. You don't say. There was like 600, 700 people here watching me lose my mind. 1-1 is outside. 2-1. I went back and looked at my numbers for 2024 Game 7 when it was in overtime. The minute the goal happened, 2-1 on the way. Fly ball center field deep. Back is Duran at the track, at the wall, gone. Tie game, JT Real Muto. It's 6-6 in the 8th inning. He gets Chapman. Oh yeah, Robert, I saw that. Yeah. That was crushed to deep center. Now it's... First pitch on the way is fouled away. It's 0-1. His first home run since May 21st. Now it's Otto Kemp pinch hitting for Brandon Marsh. 0-1 from Chapman. He is a swing and a miss, strike two. If the okay, you want to know my opinion? I've said this before. If the Bruins didn't choke the series in 2023, the Bruins were winning the Cup that year. I'm so confident in that. Never been more confident of anything in my life. Here's the 0-2 to Otto Kemp from Aroldis Chapman. He fires. And it is off the plate. 1-2, 102 off the on the sinker. Who hit the homer for the Phillies? JT Real Muto. 1-2 to Real Muto. To Kemp, and he strikes out. And he gets out of the 8th inning, but the Phillies tied at 6 going to the 9th. We'll see who comes out and pitches the 9th for Philly. Red Sox have Narvaez, Toro, and Anthony due up in the 9th. Red Sox looking to avoid the sweep. They're going to need to in the clutch. Rojas is in center field for the Phillies now. And Matt Strahm, the left-hander, is coming in the ball game for the Phillies in the 9th inning. Former Red Sox, by the way. Narvaez will bat here in the 9th. Oh my god, it's all over my feed. Azzy Fudd and Paige Beckers. Who cares? Good for them. I don't care. God. All over my feed. It's because I'm a New Englander. Can't escape it. Who cares who people are dating? Are you good at basketball? I know for a fact Paige is. I think Azzy is too. Sorry. 6-6 in the ninth inning. Narvaez will pinch. Will hit here in the ninth off Strom. First pitch is a ball to Narvaez, who doubled his last time up. One out from Strom to Narvaez. That's low, 2-0. Here's the 2-0 to Narvaez on the way. High fly ball into left center. This is pretty deep, but it's not deep enough. It's caught by Kepler, 1 out in the ninth. That ball would be gone at Fenway. That ball went about 350 or 360 feet. Will Rich Hill break the record for most teams played for? Well, how many teams has he played for, and how many teams, and what's the record? Now it's Abraham Toro. 14 tie for the record, then yes, he should. Toro takes the first pitch for a strike. Anthony on deck. Roman's going to face a lefty. I know they've been really cautious about that. I don't know what's going on. How the hell is he going to learn to face the lefties if he doesn't play against lefties? It's 1-1. It's all about analytics. And not personal performance, about analytics. I swear if we lose a 1-run game in extras, I'm going to lose it. Oh my god. 1-1 at Toro. Fouled away. 1-2. One, 2 to Toro. Still fights it off down the right field line. It's foul, 1-2. Here is the 1-2 to Toro once again from Strom. In the dirt, 2-2. Two to Toro. That's in the dirt again. Full count, 3-2. What is this? The Browns. What new helmet reveals a real splash? Oh yeah, Oh, did it hit him? Yeah, it hit his foot. That's a hit by pitch. So Toro gets hit in the foot, and he'll take his base. So runner on first, one down for Roman, who walked earlier. They don't have any other outfielders to put in right now. So it's Anthony and Duran, both lefties on left. First pitch taken for a ball, 1-0. Anthony walked at his only at bat, who pinch hit for Ref Snyder. One out to Anthony. It's 2-0. Roman Anthony has reached safely at least once in 21 of his last 23 games. 2-0 is in there for a strike, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 to Anthony. Chopper, foul, 2-2. Oh, there's something on the headline there. Nathan Eovaldi is going to return on Friday. For the Rangers. Raffaello can move to outfield. Wong can play second, or Gonzalez at second, and Bregman at third. They could do that. 2-2. Anthony strikes out. 2 down. I could see Bregman coming up right now. Nope, they're going to have Duran hit. I mean, Roman swung really late. He was underneath it, too. 2 down on the 9th. This will bring up Jarren Duran to face the lefty. First pitch to Duran. He has a ball, 1-0. Yeah, I could see Raffaello moving to center field. Gonzalez to second. Toro to first, and Bregman in the third. I could see that. That's a strike. 1-1. Tomorrow's an off day. Dodgers in Boston this weekend. Yep, I'm going to try to call the game Sunday if I'm not called in last minute to go work. That'll be Ohtani versus Buehler, I believe. If my memory serves me right. And Ohtani's not going to go long. 1-1 to Duran. Fouled off the umpire mask, 1-2. And the home plate umpire is going to be checked out by the the trainer and the other umpires, because it hit off the foul ball, hit the umpire's face mask. Had to do that angle on the replay. I know. It's like you blink and whoa, you know. This game's going a bit slower than usual. First pitch is about 7:10, and it's 9:43. So it's 2.5 hours. I mean, it could be way faster. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that much. I worked the game last night, Hartford and New Hampshire, AA baseball. First pitch was at 6:37. The game ended at 8:37. I was at my car at 9 o'clock last night. That never happens. Never, never, never. 1-2 to Duran from Strom. Runner on first in the 9th. Here it comes. Fouls it away, still 1-2. It's going at a normal pace. Yeah, I think it's going at a pretty normal pace, especially for a 6-6 game in the 9th inning. You know, just me. 1-2 to Duran. Got him! And the Phillies get out of it unscathed. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Phillies looking to win it. Kepler, Sosa, Stott due up in the 9th. Duran, I mean, positive out of this is that if this game gets to extras, Duran would be the runner on second to start the inning. Because they have the ghost runner rule in baseball. I know, stupid, but yeah. Due up for the Phillies in the bottom of the ninth is Max Kepler, Edmundo Sosa, and Bryson Stott, who had a double and a home run in this ball game. He's also got new dad power. Gave birth to a baby boy at 3:30 a.m. this morning, and he homered in the same game. On the same day that his wife had his kid. And I'm being told that Garrett Whitlock will have the ninth inning. He gave birth. Oh my God. The Red Sox are 0-7 in extra innings on the road this year. And the best case scenario is that this game goes extra innings. Well, here comes trouble. So Garrett Whitlock will face Max Kepler to lead off the ninth, and the first pitch to him is a ball, 1-0. 96 on the sinker. Whitlock, 47 and a third innings pitched, 3.23 ERA. His walk average is a little higher than the league average of 7%, is at 10. He fouls it back 1-1. And his strikeout percentage is higher than the league average at 31%. Yeah, oh, did I say that he gave birth? Yeah, no. His wife gave birth. 1-1. Foul back 1-2. One-two to Kepler. Fly ball high and deep right center field. Back at the wall, caught by Duran. And that will be the first out of the ninth inning, and a scary one at that. 96 off the bat. Max Kepler almost won the game for the Phillies. It was about 15 or 20 feet short of the wall in deep right center field. So this will bring up Sosa. That scared me for a second. Trust me, when he hit it, it scared me too. First pitch to Sosa is a ball, 1-0. 97 on the sinker. Sosa 0 for 3 tonight. Here is the 1-0. Breaking ball in the zone for a strike. 1-1. Sosa, 3 home runs in the year, 22 RBIs, batting .268. In the 8th spot. Stott on deck. 1-1. Another breaking ball, and Sosa looks right at it. 1-2. Stott on deck here in the 9th. 1-2. Fly ball into right. Not deep. Duran and Abreu there. Abreu's got it. 2 down in the 9th. Now it's Bryson Stott. Excuse me. First pitch to Stott is fouled away, 0-1. Whenever someone in baseball says back at the wall, it gives every fan a mini heart attack. Yeah, that's fair. Gonzalez, Story, and Yoshida due up for the Sox in the 10th. 0-1 is in the side for a ball, 1-1. Here comes the 1-1 to Stott with nobody on, 2 down in the inning. It's a ball 2, 2-1. Marlins have won 8 of their last 11 games. Damn. Damn. All right, Miami. 2-1. Right down the middle for a strike, and it's even at 2-2. One more strike, and the Red Sox will hit in the 10th. Two-two from Whitlock with 2 down in the 9th. Here it comes. Grounder to short. Story's got it. Throw to first, and got him. We got extras. Well then, here we go. We go to extras. We have extra innings in Philly to wrap up the series. We go to the 10th. Red Sox trying to look for their first extra innings win on the road this season. First time we had extras in these streams. Incorrect. 2021, I called Rays Red Sox on Labor Day, and the game went to the 14th inning. The Phillies this is a bullpen game for the Phillies. They have used 6 pitchers here tonight. This will be number 7. Lazar is pitching. Not Curtis. Don't get excited. Max Lazar is pitching. Wasn't even on the streams then. Aha. So the Red Sox get the automatic runner on second to start the 10th. And fitting enough, it's Jarren Duran. That's a good guy to have on the to get on the bases. Due up for the Phillies in the 10th would be Turner, Schwarber, and Harper. So the Red Sox need 2. Well, actually, wait a minute. Alex Bregman is pinch hitting? Okay. Well, this is interesting. Here comes Bregman. All right there, Bregby. All right, buddy. Instead of so they're pinch hitting Bregman for Bregman in there for Gonzalez. So Bregman will hit here in the 10th. First pitch to Bregman. Runner on second due to the ghost runner rule. Here it comes. And it's a strike from Lazar, 0-1. 95 on the 4-seam. So Bregman will go to third, and Toro will move to first. Duran's got a pretty large lead. He might go. Bregman fouls it off, 0-2. Story on deck. The only guy in their bench left is Wong. Oh, 2 to Bregman from Duran, from Lazar, and Lazar steps off, and we'll go whisk Duran back to second. Oh, 2 to Bregman from Lazar. Here it comes. It's 1-2. That's its low. Bregman pinch hit in the 8th inning on Sunday against the Cubs, and it hit a 3-run home run. His first home run since coming back from injury, and it was a big one at that. 1-2 to Bregman. This one's into left field and caught for out number 1 of the inning. And Duran will be held back at second. This will bring up Story. So this will bring up Story now. 1 out. Runner on second due to the ghost runner. It's Duran. Story at the plate. Here it comes. Story swings through it. 0-1. Don't be surprised to see Duran go in this at bat. Try to get to third. Try to bring the sac fly into play. They're having a meeting at the mound here. Story's 0 for 4. Red Sox with runners in scoring position in the series are 2 for 18. It's not great. One of those coming tonight with a grand slam from Gonzalez in the 5th inning. 0-1 to Story. And it's a ball, 1-1. Thank you, ump. That caught the zone, and they did not call. And Nick Lentz did not call it. 1-1. Here it comes from Lazar to Story. 1-1. Hanging breaking ball, fair down the left field line. This is gonna be trouble. Runs will score. Duran will come home. He will score. Duran comes in. Story comes through with an RBI double, and the Red Sox take a 7-6 lead. I'll bring up Yoshida. You need a second run here because Turner, Schwarber, and Harper are due up on the bottom of the 10th. Story is 17 for 17 in stolen base attempts this year. 1-0 to Yoshida. And they throw back to second. And he's safe back in there. Bad call helps the Red Sox there. Yes, it does. It was a strike and it didn't matter. Here's the 1-0 to Yoshida. And that's a strike. Yoshida, 1 RBI since he's returned. He has a double and a run scored tonight, 1 for 4. Here's the 1-1 to Yoshida from Lazar. Grounder, third base side. Sosa looks off Story, throws to first, 2 down in the inning. So that will bring up Cedon Rafaela, who has a base hit in the ball game, could use another one right now. Rafaela, 1 for 3 tonight. Here comes the first pitch, and he fouls it away 0-1. Story on second, 2 down in the 10th. 0-1 to Rafaela. And he fouls it off behind home plate, 0-2. 96 in the four-seam that time. He's got to time that up better, but he's on that pitch. He just got to be on it. He's just got to time it up more. Two strikes with two down here in the 10th. Here it comes from Rafaela. In the dirt, 1-2. Red Sox have one across this inning on an RBI double for Trevor Story. Coming through in the clutch. His first hit of the night. Rafaela could use something right here. 1-2 from Lazar. Grounder to third. Tough play. And they're going to try to get the out at second. And Sosa tags Story to end the inning. But the Red Sox get the extra run they needed. And we go to the bottom of the 10th inning. Red Sox only up one. They need some really good pitching in the 10th inning. Whitlock pitched the ninth. Weisert's still available. You could put Weissert in. Chris Murphy's also available. Alcala's still available. So. Or Bernardino, yeah. I doubt they put him in the 10th inning, though. They're going to go with somebody more trustworthy. In my personal opinion. And it's going to be Greg Weissert here in the 10th. Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber, Bryce Harper due up in the bottom of the 10th for the Phillies. I think Robert's right here. If Turner gets out, then they're probably going to intentionally walk Schwarber here. .42 and 2/3 innings pitched for Weissert, 3.16 ERA. Strikeout average is below the league average at 23%. It's 19 for Weissert. His walk rate's higher than the league average at 7%. He is 9%. So the runner will be on second. It is Stott on second base. Turner on second. Made Turner at the plate. Stott on second. One swing of the bat could win the ball game for the Phillies. Phillies have 5 home runs tonight. First pitch to Turner from Weissert. Runner on second. Looking off Stott. Here it comes. Fly ball into right field. Not deep. Abreu underneath it. Makes the catch. Stott's going to try it. Here comes a throw into third. It's wide. It's late. So Stott will get third. One down in the 10th inning. But the game-tying run is 90 feet away, and it's Schwarber. See what they do here. Narvaez and Weissert chatting it up. Schwarber's at the plate, 1 for 4. He homered in the first. They're going to pitch to Schwarber. This is scary. Game-tying run 90 feet away. First pitch to Schwarber from Weissert. Grounder. This is through into right field for a base hit, and the game is tied. RBI single for Schwarber at 7-7 in the 10th. Well, that's why you needed that second run. Reasons like that is why you needed that second run. I'm not sure if I would have pitched to Schwarber right there. I would have probably walked Schwarber, gone to Harper, and hoped for the best. Schwarber is being pinch run by Weston Wilson. So Schwarber is out of the game. So now it's Bryce Harper with one down, a runner on first. He can win it with one swing of the bat right here in the 10th. Here it comes. First pitch inside for a ball, 1-0. Castellanos on deck. No tough customer. No easy customer right behind Harper. Then Real Muto behind him. 1-0 to Harper. Just off the plate, 2-0. Thanks, buddy. 2-0. That caught a corner of the zone. That should have been a strike. Here's the 2-0 to Harper from Weissert. Here it comes. At the strike, 2-1. 96 in the sinker. Red Sox deserve to lose. They should have intentionally walked Schwarber. Yeah. They don't win the game. It's on them. 2-1 to Harper. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Two to Harper. Runner on first. One down in the 10th. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down. He strikes out Harper. 95 on the fastball. 2 down in the 10th. Huge strikeout. And now I'll bring up Castellanos. Red Sox would have Abreu, Narvaez, and Toro due up in the 11th. The bottom of their lineup would be due up in the 11th if we get there. 2 down here in the 10th. Runner on first. Castellanos at the dish, who already homered tonight. Pickoff attempt at first. And Wilson back in there safely, and the crowd doesn't like that. Here comes the pitch from Weissert to Castellanos. Swings through it, strike 1. Everyone's standing at Citizens Bank in Philly. Here's the 0-1 to Castellanos. Runner goes down to second. Throw down, and he's out! Narvaez guns down Wilson to end the 10th. Wow. We go to the 11th. We play on. What a play by Narvaez. Gunning down Wilson. Great tag by Rafaela. And we go to the 11th in Philly. It's another new pitcher. Seth Johnson will pitch for the Phillies in the 11th. This is the Phillies' 8th pitcher of the night. The ghost runner here in the 11th is going to be Cedon Rafaela. Abreu is 0 for 4. He grounded out, he struck out twice, and he's popped out. Any time to come through is right now here in the 11th.
You got lucky, folks. You
You don't say, Kyle. You don't say.
White Sox putting up a 5 spot right now. We have 10-7. And the inning's still going.
Good for you. Actually, that actually helps the Red Sox, so thank you. Seth Johnson, 5 appearances, 7 innings, 2.57 ERA. He is at the league average for walk rate at 7%. He is below the strikeout rate at 23%. He is 18%. Abreu will hit. What a tag by Rafaela. It took Schwarber out of the game, too, and they didn't win it right there. That's great. So what happened on April 18, 1981. It will not be a 30-plus inning baseball game. It better not be. I have work tomorrow night. Abreu. That's a ball 1-0. Rafaela at second. I would want to see him try to take third at some point here. Try to go for a stolen base. Seth Johnson on the mound, his 6th appearance of the season. 1-0 to him. From 1-0 to Abreu. That's way off the plate. 2-0. With Narvaez on deck. Team leading 20 home runs for Willier. 2-0 on the way. High fly ball. Deep right. Down the line. In the corner. Foul. 2-1. If that was fair, I would have lost my mind. But it's foul. 2-1. Two 2-1 to Willier. And it's 3-1. Hitters count now. Now Johnson's going to be forced to pit to throw a strike. Three 3-1. And he fouls it off. It's 3-2. I would have sent Rafaela on that 3-1 pitch. 3-2 to Rafaela. To Abreu with Rafaela on second. Here it comes. He pops it foul. Still 3-2. Bernardino likely in the 11th unless Greg stays in. Who knows? 3-2 to Abreu. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That was his pitch, too. He loves those. And it's 1 down in the inning. Castellanos will hit again in the 11th, along with Real Muto. And Rojas. Now it's Narvaez here in the 11th inning. First pitch to him. Skips to the plate. Ball 1-0, and Real Muto comes up. It wasn't going. 1-0 on the slider in the dirt. Here's the 1-0 to Narvaez. Swing and a miss. 1-1 on the high heat. 98 on the fastball. 1-1. Meister only threw 9 pitches. That I could see him coming in the 11th inning. I could see it. And have Bernardino or Alcala warming. Just in case he gets himself into trouble. One hit, and one base runner, and an extra base runner, and I'm pulling him out of the game immediately. Here comes the 1-1 to Narvaez, the runner on second. Here it comes from Johnson. It's 2-1. On a high pitch, 98 on the fastball, misses high. 2-1 to Narvaez. He fouls it off 2-2. Chase go. Did you guys beat the Yankees? You did. 8-4. Good job, Parker. Good job. 2-2 to Narvaez. It's 7-7 in the 11th inning. 2-2 on the way from Johnson to Narvaez. Shot to left. Hit really well. And gone! Carlos Narvaez! And they're going to review this to see if he reached over. It looked like it would have cleared the wall anyway. So it's under review. It looked like he didn't reach over enough. The fan did reach over, but it would have cleared the wall anyway. It looked like it would have cleared that orange line anyway. So it's a home run. They're going to hold it as a home run. So it's still 9-7 Red Sox. The call was confirmed. It is a home run for Narvaez, and it's 9-7 Red Sox here in the 11th inning. I think what they're saying, what the thought process was that it would have cleared that orange line regardless if the fan had reached over or not. Which I think is correct. Because he didn't make enough of a play on it, right? So I think that's the right call. Hit the fence first. No, it hit his arm first. It hit the fan's arm first. But he didn't reach over enough for it to deter if it was a home run or not. It cleared anyway. So now it's Abraham Toro. And the first pitch to him is taken for a ball, 1-0. Captain Carlos comes through here in the 11th inning. 1-0. And strike one. But anyway, I'm not against that. I like that rule. I like that rolling. 2-run shot for Narvaez. And it's 9-7. Toro socks it down the line, foul 1-2. My point is, if the arm was not there, it still would have been gone still. Yes, I agree. And I think that's why they ruled it the way they did. It was a great swing by Narvaez, too. 1-2 to Toro. And he fans at it. Strike 3, 2 down here in the 11th. See, that extra run, that matters. Who scored? Narvaez, 2-run home run. Now it's Roman Anthony, who walked and struck out. He takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. Anthony, that's ball 1. One. Hanging, breaking ball, fouled off, 1-2. It's either going to be Weissert or Bernardino in the 11th. We'll see. Time called. 1-2. Anthony to left, and that is down to the wall. That's trouble. Anthony rounding first. He'll be on his way to second, and Anthony's in there safely with a 2-out double. 2-out rally, 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 rally. The Roman Empire comes through with a double. Duran at the plate, runner on second, 2 down. First pitch to him is off the plate, ball 1. Duran 0 for 4. Has an RBI walk. 1-0. Fouls it off 1-1 on the slider, 90 miles an hour. Yeah, the Red Sox acquired Narvaez from the Yankees. And he's been one of the most beneficial players on the roster. Great addition. And has been deemed the captain by a lot of fans, including this one right here. 1-1. Duran swings through it, 1-2. 97 on the 4-seam that time. Here comes the 1-2 from Johnson to Duran. And it's up and away, 2-2. On the 4-seam again, 97, trying to get him in the high heat. Here comes the 2-2 to Duran. Swings at an inside pitch and fouls it away, 2-2. Would have been ball 3. But now it's still even at 2-2. That home run by Narvaez was the 7th home run of the game. 2-2. And he got him looking. But the Red Sox come up big with 2 runs in the 11th inning from a home run from Carlos Narvaez. Red Sox go to the bottom of the 11th, looking to close it out with a 9-7 lead. Gotta love that. Jorge Alcala coming in to try to finish it off. Castellanos, Real Muto, and Rojas due up in the bottom of the 11th for the Phillies to face Jorge Alcala. Friday, the Red Sox start a 3-game series at Fenway with the Dodgers. It'll be Emmett Sheehan against Brian Bayo. Saturday, it'll be Clayton Kershaw against Garrett Crochet. And Sunday, it'll be Shohei Ohtani against Walker Buehler. So. Some May on Sunday? Nope, it says Ohtani. He's the starter. Alcala, 36 2/3 innings pitched. 6.14 ERA. His walk rate is 12%. His strikeout rate's 24%. Harper is the ghost runner at second. Castellanos, the batter. One swing can tie it. First pitch in the bottom of the 11th from Alcala to Castellanos. Fouls off the first pitch. It's 0-1. That 2-run lead is so crucial in extra innings ball because of the ghost runner rule. So crucial. He homered back in the third. It was a rocket to left. Here's the 0-1 to Castellanos. Hanging breaking ball, fouled down the right field line. It's 0-2. If they can escape Castellanos and Real Muto here. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Castellanos. Harper on second. 0-2 on the way. High for a ball, 1-2, 100 on the fastball. Harper with that Philly fanatic sliding glove mitt. 1-2. 2-2 as it's in the dirt there on the curveball, 85. Got to put him away here. Somehow. 2-2. High breaking ball just off the plate. It's 3-2. It's a tight zone. And I'm wondering where that kind of missed. Or a strike, please. That looked like that was a strike. It said it was a strike on the ESPN box, so it said it was a strike, so I'm not really sure what happened there. Here's a 3-2 to Castellanos. Runner on second. Here it comes. Grounder to short. Story over to Toro. One down. It's a huge first out. Huge first out. And that will bring up JT Real Muto with one down in the 11th. Real Muto 2 for 4, single and a home run tonight. Make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button. Pitching coach going to come out and go chat with Alcala, Narvaez, and the infield comes in, Toro, Rafaela, Story, and Bregman. If needed, I believe it would be Bregman, Story, Yoshida in the 12th. If we get to that point. It has been fun, Carl. I'll give you that. It's been fun. It's been a good game. Since the Red Sox started crawling back in the 5th inning onward. First pitch to JT Real Muto from Alcala. He's 2 for 4 with a home run back in the 8th inning. A game-tying shot in the 8th inning. Harper moves to third. Harper jogs and takes third with an intentional move over because the run does not really matter where it is. 1-0. Doesn't matter where that runner is at all. Oh, it was a balk? Oh, fair enough. One 0 is inside, 2-0. I'm getting Bernardino up in that pen or somebody up there. Someone up in that bullpen. I'm not very confident with him right now. He looks very nervous. 2-0. That's a strike. 2-1. Runner on third, one down in the 11th. Red Sox up 2. Game-tying run at the dish. Real Muto homered in the 8th to tie the game at 6 and force extras. 2-1 chopper, foul. It's even at 2-2. 97 on the sinker. Not as nervous as Alex Cora. Fair. Two to Real Muto. Foul back. Off Narvaez and back. Still 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 again. Got him! 2 down. He strikes him out. 2 down on the 11th. Alcala sits down Real Muto, and now it's up to Rojas to try to save it for Philly. It's a low sinker. Great pitch by Alcala. Now it's Johan Rojas. Trying to extend the game for Philly. First pitch up and in for a ball. 1-0. Phillies down to their last out. The Phillies lose here. It'll be the first time in 67 home games that they've lost while having a 5-run lead. It's 1-1 as he swung. At that one, it's 1-1. Rip to left, base hit. That run's going to score. That run doesn't really matter too much. It's 9-8 on an RBI single for for Johan Rojas. Harper will score. It's 9-8. Now it's Max Kepler. Who was 0 for 4 in the ball game. He's lined out twice, grounded into a double play, and flown out twice. And they're going to make a change here. And they're going to bring in Brennan Bernardino here in the 11th inning with 2 down to try to save it for the Sox. Kepler will try to be the hero for the Phillies in the 11th. Bernardino just throwing his warm-ups here. They're not going to commercial during the extra innings. They can't. So now it's left on left for Max Kepler to try to fight himself out of here in the 11th. Trying to keep this game going for Philly. First pitch. Grounder foul, 0-1. Here is the 0-1 from Bernardino. Pick off at first. And he's back in there safely. Very Koji Uehara in the World Series-esque. 0-1. In there for a strike, 0-2. Red Sox 1 strike away. Here comes the 0-2. Shot down the right field line and foul. Would have been a home run if fair. It's 0-2. Still 0-2. This game has reached the 3.5-hour mark. 0-2 to Kepler. Shot foul third base side. Kepler staying alive. It's still 0-2 with two outs. Down to their last strike. He is protecting at the plate at all costs here. Would have been strike 3. Here's the 0-2 to Kepler again. He fouls it off himself. It's still 0-2. He's still fighting here in the 11th. Here comes the 0-2 once again. Got him looking, and the Red Sox win 9-8 in 11 innings. They beat the Phillies on the road, and for the first time this season, the Red Sox win a game in extra innings on the road. Red Sox, let's go through the box score. Red Sox, 9 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Phillies, 8 runs on 11 hits, no errors either. Here tonight, Red Sox left 7 on base. And the Phillies, they left 4 on base. I might be back Sunday for Red Sox Dodgers. We'll see. Friday and Saturday I'm working, but Sunday I might be there, depending on I might be here, depending on if I get called into work last minute. You never know. What a victory for this ball club. First road extra innings win of the season. Fantastic stuff. I will see you all next time for more Red Sox coverage here on YouTube. Bruins coverage coming soon. September is when we're back. And holy crap, guys. I can't believe we are close to hockey season. What a ball game. What a ball game. And can't wait to say what a hockey game. Hopefully we get to say that a lot this year. Yeah, so should be a lot of fun. If you have any ideas for videos, leave them in the comments of one of my most recent posts on my community tab. I asked for ideas for future Bruins content videos here on YouTube. Let me know. Drop them over there. Make sure if you have not yet, like and subscribe to the channel. Would help me out big time. Make sure if you have not yet, check out the description. Go follow my social medias, Instagram, TikTok, and X down there. Go subscribe to the Black and Gold Productions YouTube channel. You can go support me on Uno Overlays. Go make an account. Click that link, the last link in the description. Go click that link. It'll help me out big time. And with that being said, have a fantastic rest of your night. The Red Sox win 9-8 in 11 innings. What a ball game. Good night, everybody.